Hello beauties, welcome to my video 2 looks with the New Moon palette. The first look I'm doing is going to be a more neutral look. So I'm going to start with the shade You're Sorta Beautiful, which is this mid-tone brown, and I'm going to use one of their little multichrome sticks in the shade Vampire Girl. I'm not sure where I'm going to put that yet though, so let's just start with You're Sorta Beautiful. Just focusing this color right here. Now we're going to use the really deep brown shade You're Everything in the very outer corner. Now I'm running the same colors underneath my eye in the same pattern. Now I'm going to be blending everything out with the Marry Me shade since it's one of the lightest ones in the palette. I'm going to use it all the way across here and underneath to make this a little bit less harsh. On my skin tone, it's still pretty dark of a color, but it will work. I'm going to use the shade Mood Control in the very inner corner and on the brow bone before I go in with a multichrome stick. Let's see if it'll work on a brush first. If it doesn't, I will use my finger. Oh, that's working really well. That picked up nice. Even though the brush works really well for using it on the brow bone, I still prefer the finger for when you're doing it in the inner corner. It just melts it in a lot better. Okay, let's use Vampire Girl. I haven't used this shade yet, so let's see how it looks. You can't really see it really well in this light. You can see the shift a little bit, but I'm not too happy with the look yet, so I'm going to use the shade Soulless Monster towards the outer part and Wolf Pack towards the inner part to see if we can brighten it up slightly. This is the shade Wolf Pack. I really love that shimmer. Now I think I'm going to use a little bit of Trade Secrets right here to bring a little bit of color into it. Okay, now I will be doing liner and mascara, and I'm going to be using the Glamnetic lashes in the style Bella today. Okay, and we're back for the lip kit. I'm using the Wolf one, so Jacob and Hello Biceps. I've got to say, this lip kit is my favorite out of the two. I'm more of a neutral lip girl, and these are so buttery and beautiful. I might end up using the same lip kit for both looks. Sorry. The only thing I have on my lips before putting this on is the Belle's lip oil from the first collection, which is slightly red tinted. And that definitely does help this glide on the lips. This is that lip oil if you don't know what I'm talking about. And here's Jake. I'm just going to put that one on real quick. It's just beautiful. I'm not a huge fan of the multichrome sticks. As you can see, I covered most of it. I don't know if any of that shift is still coming through, but I am a huge fan of these lip kits. They're beautiful. And I could even put, sorry for getting so close. I could even put a light nude in the middle. This one is by e.l.f. in the shade Pucka Up. And that's beautiful too. And here is the finished look number 1. For look number 2, we're going to be using the palette and the Super Shock shadows. For this one, I'm trying to do more of the reds in the palette that we didn't do with the first look. So I'm going to start with Senior Year, and then I'm going to work in Paper Cut. Senior Year is just going all over here, and then we're going to put Paper Cut here. I do not usually use red eyeshadow, so every time you see me do it, I'm stepping out of my comfort zone, and I'm definitely doing that with this one. I put the same colors underneath, and now I'm going to put Mood Control in the inner corner and the brow bone before I start with the Super Shocks. I'm going to be putting the Volturi on the very outer corner to add some depth. I ended up going a little further than I meant to, but with this you can actually see the little bit of red in there, which is cool. And so now we're doing the other shade, which is We Won't Bite. That one's my favorite out of the two for sure. So now we have to add a little bit more red. So I'm going to be using the shade Bloodsuckers, which is the only shade in the palette that is not vegan, so if that bothers you, please do not use it. I'm using this to melt the two Super Shocks together and add a little bit more red. Now I'm using the shade Face Punch in between those shades here. I will be using the same lip kit as last time with the lipstick shade Jake and the lip liner shade Hello Biceps. Just for fun, I'm going to put a little bit of the shade Vampire Royalty in the center. I will be right back with my lashes on. And here's the finished second look with the New Moon collection. If you like it, let me know, leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe if you want to. If you want to know what lashes I'm using the Glamnetic in the style Lust, which are one of my favorites. Have a good one.